Hello, welcome to the RV list with Rhonda. This is my second video, and as promised, I wanted to kind of show you how to set up the RV when you first get it, because, you know, like I said, some people buy the RV and then they're like, oh no, now what? So this is going to cover your electric and your water. As I said in my first video, my RV got stolen, so I got to start completely over with a new RV. Which is okay. It's okay. Anyway, I'm over it. Got a new RV, so I'm gonna show you kind of what I did. Here's my old RV, and here's my new RV. So it looks huge. I don't know why the new RV looks so much bigger. It's only 2 feet longer and like a foot wider, and it's only about 500 pounds more. My truck is good to tow it. There's plenty of, you know, power to tow it and all that. I don't know why it looks bigger, but anyway, this is my shakedown spot. So I came out this weekend, about 30 minutes from my house, just to kind of test everything, make sure everything's working, get everything installed. I'm glad I did, because I have one of those new tankless water heaters. I really don't know anything about those, but it was giving me this error and beeping at me, and I looked it up in the book, and it looks like it's a blower error from what I understand. It lights the pilot. I guess it turns the blower on first and then lights the pilot, and it can't get the blower to come on. There was some things I could try to fix it. It keeps going back off again. So I'm going to take it back to my dealer. I also think that I've got a leak in my water pump. So I'm going to have them take a quick look at that as well. But besides that, everything else went great. Unfortunately, I don't have a fire ring, because I was going to do the funkiest looking recipe, but it has to be on skewers and it has to be over a flame. So I'll have to do that recipe later. So I'm just going to throw together something else tonight. Sorry about that. It goes into planning. You should always look at that when you're planning a spot. So anyway, a little bit about hooking up. You really should get with your dealer. Your hookup may not be the same as my hookup, and it's safety. You know, make sure safety. You double check everything. If you notice on this picture, there's a pair of gloves. You need those. I don't know how people don't pinch themselves a couple of times. My hitch is a weight distributing anti-sway hitch, and you have to put these bars on, and I've pinched myself. So make sure you just get yourself a good pair of gloves. It'll help. Also, make sure that you twist your chain. I don't know if the dealer's going to show you this. This is something everybody knows when they tow. But twist it, because if you think about it, if your hitch fails and you're going down the road and your chains are going like this, your RV is going like this, but if it's twisted, it's pulling straighter. So just kind of think about that. It also raises your chains up a bit so they're not rubbing on the ground. So anyway, okay, so we'll start with the water. I'm just going to do water and electric. I'm not going to do sewer yet. That one needs its own video because everybody's kind of frightened about that. So the first thing I'm going to list off is some things that you probably need to buy. You don't have to have these. You can hook the water hose right into your faucet, right in your RV, and go. The stuff I have makes your life easier, makes the water taste better, that kind of stuff. So kind of protects your RV as well. So the first thing that I suggest is an elbow. So I attach this into my RV and I leave it there. I never take it off. One of the reasons is that when you hook your hose into it, it doesn't kink, you know, because you're hooked straight up and down. And you can also wear those threads out in your RV. I've heard this. So you don't want to do that, because I've heard that's kind of expensive to replace. I've never done it because I always have an elbow, and then you can replace the elbow once or twice and not have to worry about it. The second thing you probably need is a quick disconnect. So you will screw the bigger part into your elbow, and I think that's how it goes. It may be the other way around, but you want to attach this to your elbow and your hose. This will make it so much faster. I hate messing with the threads. I hate screwing those things in, trying to get them lined up, especially if it's late at night. You're in a hurry trying to get it done. So just, you know, this just connects right together and you're done. You also want a two-way attachment this is super handy because when you might have to fill a bucket up with water or wash your feet or something, wash the dog, you have this extra little connection. You can turn the one off and turn this on, and you don't have to unhook your RV. This can also let the pressure out when you're turning the water off from the RV and disconnecting. Another thing, this is probably a need. This is a good idea to get. Not all the water pressure is the same at all the RV sites. You want to make sure that you're holding your water pressure per your owner's manual. Make sure you look in there to make sure, because you don't want your pipes to burst. You don't want in the middle of the night, maybe they have a big surge of water or something. I don't know. I know they're not all the same. They also have little pieces too. They're about this big, and they're one single piece. They're preset. Those are pretty handy. I had those at one point. I like this because it's adjustable. And a filter. So I'm very paranoid about my drinking water. I like to filter it and then filter it again before I drink it. You can get whatever you feel comfortable with. This one I think is 20 microns because that was what I bought because it was on sale. So get whatever you're comfortable with. It just makes your water taste better. It also keeps all the contaminants kind of out of your RV. So this is the way you set it up. You got your two-way, your regulator, your filter, and your hose. This is at the water spigot part. And then at your RV, you have your elbow and your quick connect. And you see how the water hose is straight down? It's not up into the RV. It keeps it from kinking. And then you're also going to see another unthreaded hole, usually on the left. And that's your fresh water fill up. So that's a separate tank normally. And so you want to fill that up if you say decide you want to take a long trip and you're going to spend the night in a Walmart parking lot. You have a water pump. You fill this sucker up, you've got water. So I don't always keep it full. I keep a couple of gallons in it just in case for emergencies, because think about your weight. The more gallons of water, the heavier your RV is going to be. So I don't always haul water around all the place. Your gas mileage too. So that's pretty much on your water. I turn the water on, I run around, go inside the RV, and I make sure there aren't any leaks. That's the first thing I do. If you hear water running, something dripping, make sure you take care of that first. For some reason, if a pipe busted and you're out there trying to do the electric, it could fill your RV up before you even realize what's going on. So run around and check that, and then I go back out and I set up the electric. The first thing you want to buy is your surge protector. So it's just like at your house. If you get a big surge of electricity, there goes your refrigerator, your washer and dryer. It's the same thing here. The electric isn't always constant in an RV park. So get one that you're comfortable with. This one is one that I had on my last RV. I had it for years, worked great. I know how to work it, so I just got another one. This is the plug into your RV. You should have gotten an electrical plug with a cord and everything. And this is the part that goes into your RV. You'll see like these little edges. So you kind of have to line that up, twist it, and then screw it in. So it's pretty easy to put in. It kind of keeps it on there good. Now, do you have a 30 amp or a 50 amp? That's the first thing that you need to find out, because some RV sites, they don't have 50 amp. So make sure you know which amp you are. This is a 30 amp, because I'm so small. Anyway, this is what the 30 amp plug looks like. You can't put it into the 50, so don't worry about it. But I just wanted to point that out, that there is a big difference. So when you pull up, you'll find an electrical box. Usually you have to open the lid up, and you'll see some switches, and you'll see these two outlets. Make sure your switches are off. That's your electricity coming into your box. And then you'll plug in here. So can you tell which one is the 30 and which one is the 50? If you pick the right one, you're right. So plug your surge protector in that. That's your 30. Or if you're a 50, plug in 50. And then you can go up and turn on your 30 amp switch. They should be marked real well. And then you check your surge protector. That's what I do. That kind of helps you know if the thing's working right. Then I turn my switch off. I plug the RV into the surge protector, and I turn it back on. Always watch your surge protector, learn how to use it, learn what your lights mean, learn if you know, okay, this is, you know, good voltage coming in. That way you can protect your RV. And then I just kind of scoop my hoses and my lines up kind of underneath the RV, just because I don't like them piled up outside. Especially electrical line. I don't know why it bugs me so much to have it out there in the rain, because it's in the rain anyway. But you just kind of shove it up underneath the RV. And when you're done, your RV will look like this without the sewer hose, actually. So we'll cover the sewer hose next. And that's about it. Again, sorry about the recipe. It's not going to be as great. But we'll come up. You'll enjoy what we have. So anyway, thank you for tuning in. My next video again will be on the sewer part. Don't be scared. This is not going to happen. You'll be fine. So tune in on that one and see how you set up your sewer. So thank you for watching. Be sure to subscribe. Bye.